I'm gonna kill these mofos for real. Give me a chance. It was more of a comment, right? They know Davis was a pass for.
But anyway, I gave y'all props. That's it. I'm done with y'all. That's it.
Oh, keep it coming, keep it coming. It's not the end. It's not the end. V's a legend. Like.
That's super.
So, I mean, sometimes stuff like that does cause a distraction. So, had him off his game. Like, he knew something was coming out. Like, when he was kicking that ball, something else was going through his head. 16 therapists, you know, accusations, you know, from 2012 to 2016. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, you know, the timing of it, but just for 16. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, obviously.
I was like, who does that? Who does that? Who does that?
Right, like people think you just go in there and boom, one cut, and you know it takes time and effort.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to really invest into it. And
right.
Really, you got to really like.
Tune in to Bmore Sports Talk Live every Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively on the Bmore Pod Network.
I'm gonna kill these mofos for real. Give me a chance.
Yo, what's up? Happy Monday. Welcome to Bmore Sports Talk, the official podcast of the home team. We got a great show for you today. Great lineup. We got March Maddness. We're gonna talk about some NFL highlights. Got Coach B in the house, you know what I'm saying? We got an interview with him. We got a lot in store. But first of all, I want to talk about a show that we got premiering tomorrow. Shameless Unplugged. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow on Bmore Pod for Shameless Unplugged tomorrow at 7 p.m. Matter of fact, go ahead and run that clip.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Out there.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
Well, let's say names and get sued. Let's tell people names and get sued. Let's tell everybody. Let's just tell the whole damn truth.
Did you used to work down Norma's Moni Love? Did your mama? Did your mama? Hi, I'm Sherelle, known as Misty Blues. Hi, I'm Glenise, known as Lady Angelic.
Hi, I'm Felicia, also known as the Visionary.
Hi, I'm Nay, better known as the Dainty One.
I'm Monica, known as Moni Love.
I'm Leah, better known as Songbird.
And we're Shameless Unplugged.
Do you know how many people in the trailer park right now regretting voting for that man, and people that's behind over the border that wish they would have taken them out with the We Love Trump t-shirts on as they deporting them? Right. Okay, they gonna take them out.
Well, damn it, I'm celibate because I don't have no man. And you got to be something special to get this good. I'm just saying.
And so
Let the church say amen.
Amen. What's the highest praise? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Hallelujah.
I was.
Shameless Unplugged. Another Bmore Pod production. Coming to you live. Tuesday, March the 25th at 7 p.m. Exclusively on the Bmore Pod Network.
Yo, that looks live. I'm excited for that, yo. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the premiere of Shameless Unplugged. That is at 7 p.m. tomorrow, so make sure y'all tuned in there. That's going to be dope, man. That was a dope trailer, right?
Yeah, it was.
That's what's up. We also want to promote Murder Mystery dinner. That's happening April 12th, so we got the flyer up for y'all. So make sure y'all, look out for that. Okay, man, I got a special guest co-host with me today, man. Coach B, Coach Brandon, man. How you feeling, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you?
I'm great, man.
That's good.
Let other people know a little bit about you. Where you from, man?
Born and raised from Baltimore, man.
Okay, Bmore. Bmore in the house. That's what it is, man. So we gonna get into a little bit, man, of what you do, man. Just tell us a little bit about, your background in coaching.
I started coaching my oldest son, Zay Bridges. He been on here once.
Yes, high school highlight segment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
him and Tyler.
Going nuts. I started coaching him when he was like 6 years old. So I coached him all the way up into high school, and I got a bunch of sons that I actually coach as well, trying to get those guys into good high schools.
That's awesome, man.
I think I like mentoring and teaching and giving what I know to the youth.
Yes.
Even if it's good or even past mistakes that I made, I'd rather go ahead and pass that on because the young guys need guidance.
And we need more of that out here, Coach B. We need more of that out here, man. Let me ask you this, like, when did you actually start coaching?
When I'm going to be able to tell you the year, and you want me to use my math, but
it's all good.
Zay's 15, so it started when he was 6.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, so about 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah, that's dope. Is it different coaching your kids from like the other children that you coach?
No, it's not different. I think I'm a little bit more harder on my kids than the other kids. I feel like I give the other kids passes because I allow them to try to learn. But I feel like my kids, I'm like, hey, you already know. I expect you to know these things already.
Right.
And I think it's a little unfair, but yeah, they get that hard little coaching from me.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So like, what different age groups do you prefer to coach?
I don't want to coach 6 or 7 no more. It's just hard. I mean, it's not hard. It's just like little 6-year-olds, man. They like a butterfly fly by and your whole message is just gone out the window. And when it comes to sports, you got to really be able to keep their attention. And it's not just your 6-year-olds. It's all the 6-year-olds. So it's like an even playing field, but I don't want to coach the little guys no more. I'd rather go like 9 and up because they can understand my message and we can execute it on a high level.
That's what's up, man. So could you tell me like the impact your coaching has had on like the youth and like the local sports scene?
The impact. I don't know.
Like you got like people that look up to you, like other people who might just kind of want to get into coaching, maybe like friends or like just from seeing what you're doing, how like you're helping the youth and stuff.
Oh yeah, I make things look easy because I'm a winner. I win, so I make it look easy, and then people will probably want to try it. But no, everybody can't do it. Especially, I think you can do it. It's just more so the dedication. You got to be able to be dedicated to it, and you got to be committed to it. Like right now, we doing AAU basketball. It's a commitment. It's 3 days out of the week, 2.5 hours out of those 3 days.
Right.
We're going to be gone on the road on Saturdays and Sundays, so it's a big commitment. So coaching is really easy. You can get into it if you actually be committed to it.
That's what's up. Oh, welcome our live viewers. We want to welcome one of our live viewers that always tunes in each and every Monday, Barbie Cat. She said, what do you find most rewarding from coaching and mentoring young men? Great question, Barbie Cat.
Just them learning, and I think what is most rewarding is a kid coming in and not knowing what to do or how to play the game, because we coaching young guys and older guys, and you'll be surprised how many guys is going in high school will be their first time playing football, but actually throughout the year and watching that developing their growth, becoming better players, and they felt like they couldn't do it. And also the most important one is winning. I like the most rewarding part of it is winning. I hate losing. I hate people that say,
I feel you,
that it's all about fun. No, we can have fun and win too.
Yeah. That's cool. Hey, shout out to Bmore for real for tuning in. Coach B, what's your thoughts on like current high school and college talent?
High school talent? Well, of course, my high school talent that I'm looking at is Zay. That's my guy. I support him 100%. I like Tyler Wiggins, Calvin Hall.
Shout out to them, man.
Yep, Dylan Hardy, Calvin Hall. Kayshawn Wallace, Perry Hall. I'm not sure if my man James Malone still goes to Mount Carmel, but James Malone, quarterback, really good, 27. Jaden Hardy, Edgewood, like these guys. No, Jaden Harvin, Edgewood. These guys, that's the young high school talent that I like, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll do in the future.
That's cool. I want to ask you this, like, in your coaching career, like what was like your biggest challenge that you faced? Like
biggest challenge. Just getting over a hump. And I'll tell you a story. Like when we first started in like 6U, and we was young, we was little dudes. And shout out to Northwood Rams, man.
Yeah.
I feel like, and that's the only hard thing. So I'm gonna say that's my challenge. We played those guys. We went to the playoffs and the championships like 3 years in a row. And they beat us 3 years in a row. And we couldn't wait to beat those guys. They beat us like 6 times before we beat them once. But we were determined to beat them guys. So I think that was my biggest challenge. And after that, football. I mean, I coach basketball too, but football is pretty much once the kids get it and buy into what you're saying, it's easy. It becomes easy.
That's cool. That's cool. It seems like you have a lot of motivation and ambition towards what you're doing, the grind, and I really respect that, man. I could just feel that energy, you know what I'm saying, just from sitting here talking to you.
Oh, yeah, I'm confident in what I can teach and what we can do in the field. Like, if I can get them to listen, we can make it happen.
Yeah. I did ask you this earlier, but I want to touch on it again. What age groups do you prefer to coach?
What I prefer? This year I'm going shout out to Aberdeen Bulldogs. I'm coaching 11U. 11U team. So I think this last year I was assistant coach for 10U, which was cool. That was a good age, but I'm okay with the 11 on up the 14U about to go to high school because the kids understand what you're saying and with the messages you want to get, you wanted to get it across, and you don't want to have to keep saying it over and over again. I know that's a part of coaching, and if I have to do that, I don't mind it, but 11 and up is probably where I'd rather be.
Okay. Man, you actually the first coach to come on the show, man. You just made history, man.
Oh, cool.
For Bmore Sports Talk,
yes, sir.
official podcast of the home team. But yo, Coach B, let's jump in some of these headlines, man. Let's jump into the NFL headlines, man.
Okay.
Yeah, did you hear Jameis Winston signed with the Giants?
I did hear Jameis Winston signed with the Giants.
2 years, $8 million.
Ridiculous.
What's your thoughts on that, though?
Turnover machine. I think it was a bad move. I don't think the Giants signing Jameis Winston was a good idea because only Jameis Winston just turned the ball over too much.
Too much, right?
He turned the ball over too much. I feel like the Giants season's about to be Jameis Winston going to go for like 45 touchdowns, 35 interceptions.
What you call him, turnover machine?
Turnover machine. And they're going to have like a 4-11 record. Hopefully they be smart and go get Shador somebody in the draft. Yeah.
Look, we missed the question from Bmore for real. What's the most important thing to teach high school players? Great question, Bmore for real.
I would guess I'll be expecting because I never coach high school players, but what I teach my son because he's in high school, just to be consistent and make sure you're doing the work outside of what you are required to do. So you're required to go to practice every day at the school, but what are you doing outside of that? Are you hitting the gym? Are you eating right? Are you working out? Are you being dedicated? You said all it's about a mindset, and you got to separate yourself because at some point in your journey is going to be talent ain't going to be good enough.
That's right.
No more because you're going to come across a guy that can run fast as you, jump as high as you, and be as strong as you.
Right.
What are you going to do to separate yourself from them?
You gotta really be maintain your body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be disciplined. You know what I mean?
Very
you gotta put in that work. So great question. Let's get into another signing. Brandon Cooks reunited with the Saints. 2 years, $13 million. I don't know. I feel like he's kind of on a decline. You know, he's had some injuries. He don't got that top speed no more. I've been hearing a lot about draft buzz with Shador. How do you feel about them saying he's slipping in the draft? Have you been hearing that? Like a lot of rumors how like he's arrogant and this and that, like in the combine, just how he's being judged.
Oh yeah, he's his daddy's son. I mean, it's confident. I don't think it's arrogant. I think he's confident in his ability. I think he walks in his own. Like he know who he is, and he feels as though he can help an organization. So,
I agree. I feel like they just hating on him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the name he carries. So I think he's still going to be high up in the draft. I don't think he's slipping. I think that's just rumor and speculation. So we got the draft coming up later on in April. So I look forward to seeing.
What we got to understand about the draft is anybody going to put out bad news. They go put out bad news because they want these players to drop. So they feel as though they can sway one of those organizations to not pick them. So they can pick them. So
that's real talk.
If he's projected to go at 3, 4, 5, and 6 is going to talk trash about him.
That's real talk.
To feed the news so they can try to get him. So Shador's going to be right in shape. Even if he don't go first, I think it'll be a mistake for Tennessee not to take him. And if they don't, they're going to make a mistake. But the Giants will get him at 3.
Yeah. Bmore for real said I could see Sanders going undrafted. Really? Damn, that's a big one.
This man been drinking already.
Damn, yo, Bmore for real. Is that how you really feel?
Undrafted? Come on, man. It's 7 rounds. Get out of here.
Damn, yo. We gonna talk after the show on that one. But what you think about Aaron Rodgers, yo? I heard he visited the Steelers for like hours. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying hard to get a deal.
My take on Aaron Rodgers, man, that man needs to just chill.
Just chill.
He just chill. And he got the Steelers handcuffed, and the Steelers is a classy organization. I don't understand why they standing for this.
Right.
Like, you letting this man hold you handcuffed to if he's going to sign or not. Like, you either want to be here or you're not. And I think reports came out about Cam Haywood, their veteran, saying, like, we not about to coddle nobody. You want to be a part of us or you don't. And I think, don't worry about that man. Let that man go. And he played horrible.
Yeah.
So
I think he should retire. I think he need to hang it up. I mean, he didn't have a great season last season, struggled, this and that. I mean, he's getting up there, like age, like not everybody could hang in there with the age, keep climbing. So I think A-Rodgers need to hang it up. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think he should try again. But don't play, like Aaron Rodgers want to make everything about him. And he want to make so the whole offseason you want to be like, what is Aaron Rodgers going to do? What is Aaron Rodgers going to do?
Right.
Like, make a decision and go ahead and work. He don't want to work in the offseason.
Yeah.
We all know that. So he don't want to work in the offseason, so he's going to play this game until the offseason over. And reports came that the Steelers gave him a soft deadline, which is April the 21st.
Yeah.
That's before the offseason. So he either sign or then we get, and it's soft.
Yeah.
So he could easily say, still don't sign, and they still be on his tail.
Good point, Bmore for real. Aaron Rodgers is not Tom Brady.
Not at all.
I agree with you.
Not at all.
All right, let's move on to MLB. We got opening week jumping off this Thursday. Orioles facing the Blue Jays. I'm excited, man. I mean, I know the O's, they did bad last season, but when there's a new season, everything starts over. You got another chance. You start fresh, you know what I'm saying? Orioles actually play the Blue Jays away on Thursday, but the Orioles official home opener is this coming Sunday against the Red Sox. So we're going to see Holiday, all them other guys out there putting in that work. So do you ever go to any of the games, Coach Bay?
Yeah, I went to a few Orioles games. I think the baseball program we was with, we got tickets for that.
Okay.
And then I took my golf over last year maybe, I think, or maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, I went to I like the Orioles. The Orioles do really good in the regular season, but then when they get in the playoffs, the last 2 years, they got knocked out.
Right? Like, how you have such a good season and then choke in the playoffs,
that
right?
hurt my feelings,
Not even win a game. Like, at least win something.
I was excited. I was talking trash and everything.
Yeah.
but hopefully they do good. I know they said they opened against the Red Sox.
They open against the Blue Jays on Thursday.
Opener.
Yeah, the home opener is against the Red Sox, and that's a rivalry. So we're gonna see what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. Ravens and Orioles have the same postseason problems. Bmore for real said. Do you agree with that comment? You're a Raven fan, right?
I am a Ravens fan.
How you feel about that?
I can't disagree because we're losing in the playoffs, and we finally made it to the AFC Championship game the year before, and then we lost this year. So yeah, they got kind of the same problem, but we're gonna change that this year. I'm biased. We're gonna change that. The Ravens are gonna win this shit. Ravens to the Super Bowl. Remember, you heard it here first. Bmore Pod.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Let's move on to what's hot, what's not. That's one of my favorite segments, y'all. I always got to do that. You know what I'm saying? What's hot, what's not. So, I don't know. Are there any Power fans? You watch Power at all?
I was watching it, but
So, Lamar lands a role in the hit TV show Power Raising Kanan.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
His episode didn't drop yet, but, I mean, if y'all could show the clip of Lamar, man, he looked like he played like he go kill that role.
He look like a gangster.
He do. Yo, his character name is E-Tone, and he said that he's a deadly, dangerous character, and you do not want to get on his bad side.
God.
So I don't think we're gonna see a super funny Lamar. We're gonna see a serious, saying that I'm in the game. Don't mess with me type Lamar. You feel me? So I just think that's dope, man, to see Lamar getting into acting, man. I think he's just a dope all around dude, funny. So like for him to just get a serious role and Power of all shows, 50 is a genius for getting him on the show. So
yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, I think next week we get to see Lamar make his premiere in acting, and maybe we might see him in future roles. So.
Or more endorsements or something. I would like
Something,
my
right?
boy to get some more endorsements. He
Yeah.
2-time MVP. He goes and sets the league on fire every year. Like,
Right.
come on, man. Give my man some endorsements.
Yeah, be more for real. But Barbie Cat said Lamar looking the part. He definitely is. And Be More for Real said, yeah, Lamar, can't wait for the episode. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm actually a big fan of the Power universe. So, I watch it. I watch it every Saturday morning. So you could watch it at 12 a.m. But I like to watch it Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into our what's not hot. We're going to talk about NBA load management. I've been hearing a lot of fans complaining about this. Fans are paying top dollar prices for stars who don't show up. Load management, like, oh, I'm not going to play tonight. Like, I played last night. I don't want to pay it back to back. I think that hurts, the fans, because you don't get to go to every game. So you spend all this money on tickets and stuff like that, and then your favorite players aren't playing. So that's just not hot with the whole load management. And it's been going on for a while. The league policies, they're not making much of an impact, you know what I'm saying, for load management. Kawhi was one who always was on load management. LeBron does it. I mean, a lot of top players, but it just hurts the fans. So I just think that's not hot. So let's stop with the load management, man. Y'all get out there and play. Stop doing that to the fans, man.
I think the playoffs is where the league want to get their stars to.
Yeah.
So that's why they pretty much ain't doing nothing with the policies, and they allowing these guys at the end of the season to go ahead and take these breaks because they want the superstars, which will put butts in the seats, to be healthy to play the game in the playoffs, and that's when the money come in.
Yes,
the money
Brian.
come in the playoffs. So when June come around, you got your superstars fighting for a championship. That's good basketball.
You said it right. Be More for Real said, do you think the league is gearing more towards streamers and not ticket players? Oh, that's a great question.
Whoever making money. If the streamers
Right.
are paying more, they're going to go that way. I think they got a whole at first, you couldn't even barely get a floor seat because they was like $5,000 a ticket.
Right.
And now they selling them to Oculus players who have them Oculuses, and they take up a whole row right there. So it's all about the money.
All about the money. All about the money. Barbie Cat, I agree. It's your job to play. Yes, it's your job to play. Stop doing load management. Like, you got to get out there, play. Stop taking time off. Yeah, you played last night. You a little sore, but you getting paid. There's fans out there coming to see you spending their hard-earned dollars. Get on that court and stop playing. All right, let's move on to Women's History Month. This is the last day for Women's History Month as far as the show. The month next time will be in next month. So this is the last Women's History Month spotlight. So we're gonna get it to A'ja Wilson, Queen A'ja Wilson, 2-time WNBA MVP.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she's dope, yo. Like, she's a back-to-back championship with the Las Vegas Aces. She's actually an advocate for mental health and equity in sports. I mean, it's so dope to see people like her doing big things like that.
Yeah, and I think it's dope just the WNBA are getting the recognition that they should get.
Yes.
They should have been getting because they got some girls over there balling, man. And
yeah.
Now A'ja, she's been like a 2-time MVP, league
Right.
MVP, 2-time championship, and now she got a Nike shoe deal. So
Yeah.
things are starting to look up for them, and they getting charter flights now. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
One of the faces of women basketball, man. And, like, she puts in work on that court, man.
Oh, yeah, she's balls. She
balling. And she's stylish. You see she got the hair matching the fit. Like, if you look at her fashion, she's pretty fly. She switches it up. So
Yeah.
shout out to A'ja Wilson, our Women's History Month spotlight. That's what's up. That is what's up. Man, so Coach B, I got this segment that I bring every month. It's called Did You Know? You know what I'm saying? It's just like a Did You Know moment. And you might already know this. So you ever go to concerts or like knowing? You ever notice like ticket fees? Like when you buy your ticket, it's all these other fees inquired. By the time you at the end ready to check out, you like, yo, I'm good. Some ticket fees make up over 50% of the total cost now.
Yeah. Ticket fees is horrible.
Horrible.
I tried to buy my wife some birthday tickets to Chris Brown concert, and the tickets was like $700. But after I went to check out, they were around like $1,200, $1,400.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm like, where did that come from?
But by the time you get to that, you're like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah, nah.
A recent survey shows more people bail on concerts. Like, when at the checkout, like when they see the total where you got to put in your card info, they're like, yo.
Yeah, no.
I'm
good.
out.
I'm good.
I'm good. Oh, man. So we had a passing a few days ago, man. The great George Foreman, R.I.P., passed away March 21st at 76 years old. Those who y'all don't know, he's a boxing legend, Olympic gold medalist, 2-time heavyweight champion. And don't tell me y'all ain't have no Foreman grill. You know what I mean?
Everybody
The
had a
Foreman grill, like, the Foreman grill was crazy. You know, I read he was actually at one point getting $8 million a month from the Foreman deal.
Everybody wanted one of those.
$8 million. You remember when he first came out? Well, you probably was a little bit young, but I'm pretty sure you heard about it, the Foreman grill.
What I heard?
About the Foreman grill.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah, so R.I.P. to him, man. He was an entrepreneur and an icon in the boxing ring. So they said he died peacefully. So
rest in peace, George.
Yeah.
It was a pound for pound. If he hit you, you was falling.
Yeah.
He hit you, you falling. Muhammad Ali, remember that scene? He was like, "Say my name." Say my name.
Yeah.
He kept calling him Cassius.
Right.
And he wanted to be called Muhammad Ali. Beat the brakes off of him. Say my name.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Rip George.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
George.
I used that moment to rag on George. My bad, George. If he knocked down Frazier. Down go Frazier. Down go Frazier.
Yeah. Damn. Well, R.I.P. to George. Well, yo, it's time to get into scoops on the hoops. I mean, March Madness is in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
Full effect. You know what I'm saying? Did you watch that Maryland game last night?
I did. That was crazy. That was the first buzzer beater of the tournament.
Balling like March Madness.
Dark Queen, man.
Balling like March Madness.
Man, he didn't get. I don't think he's getting the recognition that he's deserved. Being a 6'10" freshman, man, that man balling, and he's averaging about 18 points a game. So
he's balling hard.
That was a good game.
Dude is balling hard. Like, so if we could run that clip of that game winner, before that, Colorado State hit a 3.
Yeah.
They hit a 3 right here, and
that was tough.
You thought it was over. You seeing this, you like, yo, this is...
It ain't over until
it ain't over. So, like, they called a timeout. Yo, behind the scenes, yo, Coach was like, okay. Coach was like, yo, he said, give me that mud effing ball.
Yeah, they said, who won the ball?
Who won the ball? Give me that mud effing ball.
That's crazy by the coach going to the huddle asking who won it.
Yeah.
Normally, you already know who that guy is that you're going to give it to.
Right.
Shorty, a freshman, said, I won it.
Right, and look, off glass, threw it up, off glass, crowd went crazy.
Banked it in.
And what did he say at the interview?
He said, I'm from Baltimore.
From Baltimore.
That's where I get my confidence from.
Yo, that was so dope, yo.
That's where I get that confidence from.
That's what's up, man. Balling like it's March Madness, man. So they definitely got a tough one. Who are they facing? Who they facing? I know they got a tough one. Oh, they got Florida.
Yeah, they got Florida.
On Thursday. That is going to be a tough.
I'm picking upset.
Yeah.
I'm picking upset.
Yeah.
And I'm biased because I'm from Maryland.
Well, since we on that topic, let's get into some of the key matchups. Like who you got out of the Arizona and Duke game?
I'm going Duke all the way. I feel like Duke can take it all the way.
Okay.
And at first I was going with Duke, Florida going all the way, but then once I seen Maryland get over there, I'm praying that Maryland upset them.
Yeah.
But I think Duke gonna win it all. Cooper Flagg, the boy's a problem, man. He showed what he could do in the U.S. Olympics the past summer when he went to the U.S. Olympics and played with the NBA players.
Yes.
And he was scoring buckets. Like, he just made it look effortlessly. That man, he going to be the #1 pick. He's coming out. Cooper Flagg is a problem.
He is. And he put in work. He definitely put in work. There's also another huge game, BYU and Alabama. That's a 2 seed versus 6 seed. So I think that's going to be a pretty good game.
I'm going with BYU.
BYU?
Yeah, BYU going to take that one.
All right, you feel like they just got a stronger roster, or like why you think out of Alabama? Because Alabama, man, a lot of people got them in the Final Four in their brackets.
I'm gonna be honest. I went based off of the seeding on this one. I really didn't look too far into the players and stuff, but I think BYU could take this.
Yes. Arkansas, Texas Tech. So Arkansas is a 10 seed. Texas Tech is a number 3 seed. So.
I'm going with Arkansas.
Okay.
Arkansas just upset. They just had the.
On paper, it looks like they're a better team.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And you gotta look at John Calipari, man. He took 4 teams to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
4 teams to the Sweet 16. I think only one other coach did that. I think his name was Eddie Sutton. Sutton.
Yeah.
Was the other coach that did that. So that's big, man. John Calipari is a good coach. So I'm gonna take Arkansas in that Texas Tech game.
Hey, Bmore for real said Queen turned into the king of Baltimore in one play. Yo, you ain't lying, man. Like, he's been getting so much love on social media. I've been seeing the clip, like, back-to-back people, like the Raven fans, like any sports lovers in Maryland in general, they going crazy.
And it's deserving.
It is because he has some games during the season where he didn't really score much, and people's like, yo, what's going on with Queen? But for him to do what he did yesterday with that game winner, and a lot of people saying he traveled. That man ain't traveled.
Oh, that's always the controversy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when I looked at that play, for 1 second, I'm like, oh, he traveled. Now, when everybody's go put it on TikTok or Instagram and start studying his steps and stuff like that, now you probably like
that's the hating, man.
Man, that man didn't travel, man. That was a good play, and I'm glad the referees didn't call that a travel and end that moment for that kid.
What he was doing, just balling like it's March Madness.
Balling like it's March Madness.
You know what I'm saying? Yo,
dress it up and make it real for him.
Yo, we gotta check the ladies' score, man. That game is, I don't know if it's still on, man. The lady Terps are playing right now. Coach B, man, let me know the score of that game. I know it was losing. Hopefully they could get that dub.
Let's see what they got.
Is it over? The game over yet?
Y'all,
March Madness, I'm telling you, man, we got games going tonight. We got women games going on tonight. We got Juju Watkins playing tonight, 10 o'clock. Y'all know who that is.
93-96.
Okay.
End of overtime one.
It was overtime?
Merlin won.
They won?
They won.
Yo, shout out to the Lady Terps. Got that dub.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, yo. That's what I'm talking about, man. They got the
right?
dub, yo. They were down early. They came back and won. They definitely balling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 93-96.
Yo, it's so good to have, and I wanted to check that. And I'm saying we normally try not to check stats and stuff on our phones, but like this a live game, and this is Maryland sports. We got to see what's going on. So I'm so glad that they made it. You know what I'm saying? We got the men's Terps in the Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now are you checking for Juju Watkins tonight in that game?
Oh yeah, I got Juju going all the way. I got Juju probably going against Don Staley and them. And I don't know.
What about UConn though, yo?
I mean, Paige, man, she's a
problem, y'all from UConn, so I reps it hard.
Oh, what happened to your mans, bro?
Man, I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna do it.
You skated out of men's basketball real quick.
I did.
Yeah.
We got upset. We got upset yesterday. It was an upset. It was bad.
And then your coach come out blaming the refs. And the refs had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, he was actually crying. He was crying.
Yeah, but no, Paige is the real deal. But I like South Carolina and I like USC. So that's what I'm going. I think. I mean, it's hard to not pick Paige, but
yeah, she's balling.
I can't pick everybody.
Yeah, they got South Dakota. I definitely, and I'm not saying it's just because I'm from UConn, but I think they're a way tougher team than South Dakota. So I'm looking forward to that game. How you feel about Texas versus Illinois women? So Texas the number 1 seed for the women.
I think Texas is going to take it. Yeah. I think they more they technically sound, and those guys they can move the ball around and they can execute on a high level. So I think Texas can go ahead and knock that out. But like I said, I'm going South Carolina.
Okay.
and I'm going Juju all the way.
Okay. That'll be so dope to see Dawn Staley.
Did you see Juju and Jaden Daniels in the stands?
Yeah. Thank you for talking about that because I wanted to touch on that. So, Jaden Daniels, his mom, she's just like,
she's
picking his girl. She a savage. So you saw how she walked in, right? Sat next to Jaden, they talking or whatever, chilling. Next thing you know, she in the middle of it. Like, she broke them up. Like,
she seen what the cameras was doing, trying to match them up, and she came and sat in the middle of them and separated them.
I actually think they make a good couple. Just for looking at them, I think they look good.
In the middle of them. People putting them together already.
Yeah, I mean, did you see how she was looking at him and he was looking at her? They
definitely was having a good
chemistry was there. It was there.
How you feel about Jaden? I love Jaden, bro.
Man, I love him too. I ain't go front.
You a Ravens fan?
Cowboys.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
There we go. But look, I do support the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm a Baltimorean. I like Lamar. I like Derrick Henry. My wife's a Ravens fan, so we watch the games together. So I rock with the Ravens.
You're not going to be allowed in Dallas no more talking about you like Jaden.
Nah. No, well, Jaden was one of the hottest rookies coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't help but love him.
Home Team King, you meet him. He was on the show last week, and he would love to hear that because he's a commander. He go crazy over commanders. So
read that. I gave bad information.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Let me see. I like DJ's mom. That's her job to protect her boy.
On God.
It is. But man, he a grown man. You gotta. I hope she not really gonna pick his girlfriend. Like, no, you gotta date her. Like, I know you like her, but I want you to date her. Like, hopefully he can make his own decision. I know she's trying to like watch out for the leeches. You know, everybody want the money and stuff, but I hope she's just not too much on his personal life. You know what I mean?
And let's get a correction on the Maryland women's game. On my phone, it said the end of the first quarter, but they went into a second quarter.
So I'm
They're
glad
still
you
playing.
caught
The
that.
game is 99-96.
Oh damn, yo, we got all excited.
Maryland up,
yo,
though.
Yo, my bad. So the game is actually still on, yo. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, that was on me. My phone was still loading.
I think he just super excited, yo. He wanted. We got to it a little bit early, but we'll be tapping in. Okay.
Shout out to who that Barbie Cat.
Yeah, it's
who
Barbie Cat.
Gave us the update.
Yep. One of our loyal viewers, Barbie Cat. 101 to 96. Thank you for the update. Be more for real. Double OT. They balling.
Yeah,
It's
double
March
OT.
Madness. You know what I'm saying? They
OT.
balling.
Look, they in there for real. They giving out bad news.
Damn. Well, you know what? That's why we love you, because y'all help us out, yo. We make mistakes. We live, so thanks for the corrections, yo. We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in every Monday. We appreciate y'all. Like, I was super excited. I'm like,
Yeah, I was too.
we
I
got
was like,
that.
"Damn."
But that don't mean it ain't over. That don't mean with the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
we get the dub.
They gonna pull it through.
Yo,
We just
another
spoke it in
Maryland thriller.
existence.
Be more for real said another Maryland thriller. Like everybody yesterday was calling the Terps the cardiac Terps. You know what I'm saying, because your heart he's on the edge. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh, bad. That's what's up. Bad. Well, March Madness is lit. The men's games don't resume to Thursday, but like we said, we got some women games jumping off tonight. Definitely checking for USC Juju tonight at 10. So, 10 o'clock, Mississippi State. Let's go. Southern Cal versus Mississippi State. So that's a key game. And also UConn and South Dakota. That's at 8, so let's make sure we tune in that. We got more scoops on the hoops, man. This is a super big segment, so we're going to move on to some NBA stuff. Have you been watching any NBA?
Oh yeah. I'm a big NBA fan. I'm a Lakers fan. LeBron James.
Oh, man.
LeBron James.
Yo, LeBron James. That's my guy, too.
That's my guy, bro.
That's my guy. So it was disappointing to see him come back from that injury and get blown out by the Bulls, though.
I mean, I expected it.
Yeah.
Because when LeBron come back, he always come out flat. And LeBron one of those type players that he just try to feel his way out, like to see how things is. He just had a groin injury, and he want to play in the playoffs because his legacy mean a lot to him. So if he knows with Luka Doncic, he got an opportunity to probably win another championship because Denver, they hobbling around, and OKC, they really young. So it's really not too many people in his way in the West.
Yeah.
So I felt like he came out there just trying to feel it out to see
Yeah.
if he's good to go.
Yeah.
And he want to be able to make
Yeah.
a deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah, he wasn't at his full potential. Hey, we got some viewer battling going on with comments. So Bmore Pod said, I don't think Baltimore will win the Super Bowl. Too many mistakes. And Barbie Cat's like, why are you bringing up old stuff?
Yeah, I said that a while ago, man.
Well, he commented on it, so we got to address it. I don't know, man. Like, Baltimore's a tough team. I mean, that was a tough loss. I feel like with them having Derrick Henry and Lamar, and they got D-Hop now. What? D-Hop, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
they gonna make some noise.
The offense is crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I like that,
It's
man.
crazy.
I like that. He said, with the Lakers at 5.
Yo, Lakers at 5.
Ravens
Yo,
are
Ravens
fly.
are fly. Cavs are fire, but Lakers at 5. Yo, be more for real. That's dope. I ain't gonna front. Lakers got Luka. Yeah, they lost by the Bulls the other night. You don't got to worry about facing the Bulls in the playoffs if they're an Eastern team, and they're not making it to the finals. They're like 30-40, so it's like 12 games remaining, y'all. So let me ask you this, Coach B: what teams you think are gonna make a deep run in the playoffs?
So you already know since I've been having bias.
I know you said the Lakers, but besides, like who you got coming out of the East?
I'm going Lakers in the West.
Okay.
Praying. And then I'm gonna go. I really like what the Cavs are doing. Even though the Boston is the favorite to go ahead and get out of there and take the East, because it's theirs to take. But things happen in sports, so I like the Lakers and the Cavs, and you know that'd be crazy that LeBron to go to the championship against the Cavs.
His old team, right? That'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be a good story. And
it would be.
Sports is all about great storylines.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Coach. It is. I want to see Boston versus LA. I just think that's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people saying, they are saying Lakers can't get over the hump and beat Boston. Like, they beat them during the season, but that's just like a classic, rivalry. So
Who won last?
Boston won.
Who?
The last matchup.
The last matchup in the finals?
Well, Boston are the reigning champs. They won last year.
No, you said you said you don't think the Lakers can get over the hump and beat Boston in the playoffs.
This year, if they play them in the
in this
finals,
year, okay.
yeah, a lot of people are saying that the Lakers can't do it, but I feel like they can. If they get all their guys healthy, I feel like they could definitely beat Boston.
If we're going off of history, in 2008, the Lakers beat Boston. Kobe Bryant.
Totally remember that. Totally remember watching that game.
Spanked on Paul Gasol.
Spanked on him.
What's his name? Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, big ticket.
Yo, great question. Great question, Barbie Cat. Who you got for MVP? SGA or Joker?
SGA all day. But they're going to try to give it to Joker. They're going to try to give it to Joker because Joker is doing unforeseen things. He's a big man. He can't move. He don't jump. And he putting up numbers. Like, you can't be averaging 10 assists, 9 rebounds, and 30 points. This is the type of numbers he's doing. But SGA is balling, man. And I think the league and the voters will look at him balling, and that Joker got 3 maybe. I think he got 3.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. It may be 3.
Yeah.
And,
SGA is a baller.
they should give it to SGA. SGA is ball. He just make it look so effortless.
He does. And you know what? He's so humble. He's not really cocky. When you see him do his interviews, man, he's so good with the press, man. Mm-hmm. It's like he knows he's great, but he just like he's humble. He's not a cocky player. Joker, man, is a great player. I could see him getting, but to answer Barbie Cat question, I got SGA, man. He deserves it.
You know where SGA came from?
Where?
The Clippers. He came from the Clippers that
really?
year. The year after Kawhi Leonard won in Toronto, he wanted to go to the Clippers, but he wanted Paul George, and he wanted Paul George from OKC.
So he wasn't doing nothing with them?
No, he made them trade him for Paul George.
He forced, okay.
And Doc Rivers was the coach at the time. He didn't want to do it. He did not want to trade him. So
damn.
And now look at him at OKC. Doc Rivers knew something.
They are a scary team.
Oh, yeah, they're young.
Chet Holmgren.
They're young, bro.
Even when SGA's not playing, they putting up numbers.
But they're young. But when you got LeBron, it's OKC, UFC, you see me.
Yeah.
Lakers in 5.
Man, I love Scoops on the Hoops because right now, this time of year, I mean, it's a playoff push, man. It's like 12 games left. Teams are looking to like get in playoff positioning, get these high seeds. Another team that people are sleeping on is the Houston Rockets in the West. I'm saying they are making some noise. A dangerous team, could definitely get people a run for their money. And don't sleep on Memphis. You know what I'm saying? If y'all could pull up,
sleeping on Memphis.
Y'all pull up the NBA bracket if the playoffs start today, and then we can elaborate on some of these matchups. If playoffs would have started today,
I'm sleeping on Memphis, bro.
You sleeping on them?
I'm sleeping on Memphis, bro.
I mean, Ja. All right, so look. Let's look at this first one. Thunder Clippers. I think that's easy. Clippers got that easy. Nuggets and Warriors. I think Nuggets.
You got Thunder's Clippers.
I got Lakers over Grizzlies, of course.
You said Thunder's Clippers. Clippers got that easy?
Yeah. No. I said Thunder got that.
Oh, Thunder, I'm about to say.
Yeah, Thunder got that. Come on.
Yeah, they're going to beat them boys.
Yeah, and then
Lakers going to beat Memphis.
Yeah, because they got more experience. They're a young team. Who you got out of that Nuggets and Warriors?
Nuggets and Warriors, the Nuggets.
All right.
I don't think they got enough over there. And Steph falling on his tailbone.
To the fans out there, who y'all got out of the Rockets and Wolves? This is a very intriguing matchup. If you look at a 2-7 seed, don't look at the seed. Just think about who the Timberwolves got. You know what I'm saying? With Ant-Man and all the other role players. I could see them beating Houston.
Houston is they are a young team as well, but they gritty under Ime Udoka.
Yeah,
like, you know how to teach really defense and grit and stuff like that, but I think Ant ain't to be played with, bro. Ant ain't to be played with.
He not.
He gonna go down swinging.
Yeah, your barbecue said, why people sleeping on the Cavs, tripping? I mean,
I just picked the Cavs to go to the championship.
I'm not sleeping on them. I just think they got a young team. I know they got a good record. They're the number 1 team in the league. But I feel like when it comes down to a 7-game series against a seasoned, veteran, experienced squad, they will go down. If they played the Lakers in 7 games, I don't see the Cavs getting out of that. How crazy would it be if the Cavs don't make it out of the first round? Bmore for real, that would be crazy.
That'd be real crazy.
What about how you feel about the Pacers and Bucks if they were to match up? Because Pacers Halliburton
is crazy, and he did his last playoff run. He did good, but I'm gonna go with Giannis and Dame.
Okay.
And they got Kyle Kuzma, which he really hasn't been doing nothing yet. But I think he'll find his stride. He ain't been in the playoffs since he left the Lakers. So coming back to a playoff running team, hopefully he come to the party ready to play.
Yeah. This will be another intriguing matchup: Knicks and Pistons. Pistons on a come up.
Pistons on a come up.
They're on a come up.
But the Knicks is good. But the Knicks with Jalen Brunson and Carl Cat a little too soft for me. I don't know what I'm gonna get with him every night, but. If I had to choose, I'm definitely gonna take the Knicks over the Pistons.
But the Cat change his voice.
Oh my God,
I
seen the reels.
He be all, yo, we're on the court, but behind the scenes, come on, guys, be yourself, but now he funny, man. I got how to mess with Cat, but Boston and Hawks.
You going Boston? Trae Young gonna make it interesting. Make it interesting, but he ain't gonna win.
All right, so we're gonna make one last pick from this bracket. The playoffs would have started today. Who we got in that finals West and who we got in that finals East? If this was the bracket today.
In the finals? Like the semifinals or the championship?
No, the finals, like East and West. Like from all these matchups we just elaborated on, who you got coming out the East and West?
Out the West, I think I feel like the Cavs can really upset. And they number one right now.
They are.
They number one. I think they can go, and they didn't beat Boston. I feel like they beat Boston at full strength.
You think they could beat Boston in a 7-game series?
I don't know if they could beat them in a 7-game series, but I believe that they can go ahead and go take them. And like I said, I'm biased. I'm going with the Lakers. I'm going with LeBron. LeBron going to spank them little young boys. Denver is hobbled. I don't think the Warriors got it no more.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for mentioning the Warriors. I forgot to mention
Lakers and Cavs,
Steph Curry, he went down with the pelvic injury, so I don't know how long he's going to be out, but it looked pretty nasty when he went down.
Yeah, he hurt his tailbone. You too old to be falling on your butt. You got to just learn how to roll, bro.
Oh, bad. Scoops on the hoops, man. Who you think's flying under the radar out of all these teams? Like, who's under the radar? Like, yo, I know I'm there. I'm good. Everybody ain't really talking about us, but we good.
I think because the NBA like stories that they hyping the Warriors right now because they was winning after the Jimmy Butler trade.
Right.
But I think the Warriors are running under the radar. I mean, no, I'm lying. Houston. You
funny, man.
Houston at number 2.
Yeah.
And like nobody believed Houston would be at the number 2 seed. And these the
Bro, I told you, Houston is a scary squad. Have you ever watched them play?
I watched them.
What they do to teams?
Oh
like,
my God. They beat people up.
Shooting the lights out. Like even the Lakers. I watched them play the Lakers and blow them out. This is before Luka though. This is before Luka.
Yeah, they've been beating people up, bro. They physical. They come out to play. They don't care. They're gonna run and they're gonna play defense. So I feel like Houston is the radar under the radar team in the West, and then in the East we're gonna go with Detroit. Doesn't mean they're gonna do anything. But they under the radar.
Hey, Bmore for real. That was a great question. When's the last time the last seed won it all? That's a good one. I'm going to have to, what he's saying is the 8 seed. I'm going to have to look that one up. It's probably been a while, but that's a great question. So I'm going to look that up. Lakers versus Cavs, Barbie Cat. I would like to see that. I think that would be tough. I got Lakers in 5, though. Actually, no, Lakers in 6. I get them 2 wins, Cavs 2 wins.
And Uncle Shay in 5.
Who is the most surprising team in this season? That is a great question. I'm going to let you answer that first. Out of all the teams in the NBA, who's the most surprising?
And we got OKC at number 1.
Yeah.
That's in the play. I'm going back to Houston. They surprised me.
Yes.
They surprised me. And surprise on a good way, I'm gonna say Houston because they number 2. And then surprise on the other end, I'm gonna say Minnesota because they down at 7, almost in the play. And they in the play-in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They in the play-in.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's no guarantee that they would even be playing.
Yeah.
Because they had 7. They got to do that play-in tournament.
OKC, Barbie Cat, yeah.
They were 2 last year.
They were 2 last year, but this year it seems like they turned it up a notch. They're on another level. The way they play, like, super fast. You can't run with them back and forth, offense and defense, man. They are a dangerous team. I think Lakers are going to end up playing them in the Western Finals, and that's going to be a monster matchup. So, Scoops on the Hoops is about to just get more crazier.
The Lakers need to get back down to 2.
Yes.
They do. Yes, they in 4, but they all in the win column.
Yes.
27. The Rockets got 26 losses. The Nuggets got 27 losses. The Lakers got 27 losses, and the Grizzlies got 28. So
hey, let's get an update. Let's get an update on the Terps. Y'all fans out there, let us know the score. Let us know the score so we ain't making no mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Put it in
What's
there.
the score of the Lady Terps game? What's the score of the Lady Terps game? Bro, it's all good. It happens. Yo, you had me excited, yo.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
had
was
me all.
excited.
Yeah, we won.
you like
Damn,
Baltimore
yo.
in the
Why you
building,
hype me
you
up like
heard me?
that, bro? Why you hype me up like that, yo? I'm like, the men's and the women won, yo.
My
Overtime.
phone was buffering. I thought I was like, this is it.
Damn, yo, you Sprint. Sprint, we did not mess
I'm
with
on
you.
T-Mobile.
Oh, okay. Well, I got T-Mobile too. Oh, man. But, okay, 108. So, how much time left?
Maryland.
How much time left?
Maryland
It's
won.
over. Yo, let's go. Lady Terps got the dub.
Them girls are ballin'.
Officially. Now we can officially celebrate. They got the dub.
Yeah.
They got the dub. Maryland won.
Let's take a shot to that.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Cheers.
Maryland, Baltimore. Let's go.
Let's go. Look forward to that. Hey, so now we just want to
That's water.
Yeah, we just want to hey, we just want to let the people out there know, like, if you got talent, if you got a podcast, if you act, if you sing, you do music, and you need the space to do it, you could do it here at Bmore Pod Studios. Send an email to bmorepod@gmail.com. You know, and we get right back to you. We respond quick. So, you know, it's a lot of y'all out there that got stuff going on. So just know we got the space. You know what I'm saying? So holla at us and we will be in touch with you with all the details. And don't forget, tomorrow, Shameless Unplugged. Dropping tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm so looking forward to that. Looks like it's going to be real funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Yes. So, we're going to get up out of here in a little bit, but, man, I enjoyed you coming on the show, man.
I enjoyed being here, bro.
Like,
I had a good time. I thought I was a little bit nervous at first, but I fit right on in.
Man, I love, like, the coaching, what you're doing out here, man, with the youth and everything. It's just, it's motivating. It's good to see, man, young brothers like you out here doing that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And then you got a standout star in Isaiah, man. I mean, this guy is, he's a baller.
My meal ticket.
Yeah, man, he shined, man. He shined, man. I like seeing what he's doing, man. So, like, do you have any goals, like upcoming goals, like something that you just like want to accomplish before the year is out? Like, it don't even gotta be as coaching, just anything like personal goals that you.
Just grow my business. I want to grow my business that I have. I have a trash company.
Okay.
Be Great Harlan.
Okay.
I want to grow that. Just more business and ventures.
Mm-hmm.
Just be successful as possible, man. I got 6 sons. They growing faster than my pockets, bro.
Man, you got 6?
I got 6 boys.
For real?
I got 5 and my godson. I adopted my
Man,
godson.
I bet, yo. That's what's up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what, and I could tell you're a good parent. You're a good dad. I could tell.
I try to be.
You try to be. Awesome dad, man. That's what's up, man. That is what's up, man. Yeah. Hey, so we got the Thursday show. Don't forget, so like, yo, it's just a lit week, yo. So we got the Monday show. Tomorrow we got the premiere of Shameless Unplugged. But don't forget the flagship show, Thursday. Dennis, Lene, Joey, Bmore Pod. Let's go ahead and run that vid.
His studio etiquette is amazing. Like, even at 5, he already knew, like, yeah, I want this like that. Move that right there. That's a gift. That's a gift.
You got a video for Gwen Hilton. Y'all go ahead and run that video while I pop these bottles. Pop the bottle, baby.
But you get up on the table.
I want you to get up on that table. That's what I'm saying.
And you stop.
First of all, it was the facial expressions I was making. I was looking at everybody else. Not too many people can sing like that.
Entertainment report.
Hey, entertainment report.
They ready.
They
ready.
We do this so we can show other people's talent, and the talent that's inside them is what they love is inside of you, man. They point out their passion, they love outside of themselves, man. And 9 times out of 10, if a person is going for trying to reach a goal, there's something inside of them, you got to have help.
That's my friend. Like, we here. We we here. We
Bmore Pod, your liveliest destination. Come and join Dennis, Lene, and Joey every Thursday at 7 p.m. Your talent will make room for you.
Yeah, shout out to Bmore Pod. Make sure y'all tune in Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. They got a lit show, great guests, and we just love the energy that they bring, and that's family right there. So make sure y'all tune in Thursday, 7 p.m. You know we bring the fashion on Bmore Sports Talk, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talk sports, but we get into fashion. So let's talk that new drop, yo, that Air Jordan 1 low, Obsidian UNC colorway. If y'all could show that photo of that fly sneaker right there. I'm a big sneaker fan, so, you know, that's what you think about that?
That sneaker
That's
fire.
the Obsidian USC. That's fresh. That's fresh.
I'm honest. I'm not a big fan of low ones.
I just got on the lows. I like
the high top ones,
Like
but then I cover them with my jeans, so I think it's contradictory.
Yeah. So those just came out this past weekend. So you know, every week we show the latest releases. So yeah, those the low UNCs. But we're gonna get into our, you know, our shout outs, our final thoughts, man. I just want to thank all the viewers out there for tuning in. I want to thank our live audience. I want to thank Coach B, man, for coming through and, you know what I'm saying, co-hosting with me, man. What do you want to say out there to the people, man? Any shout outs to anybody you got?
Just want to shout out my kids, Zay Bridges, Cortland, Brandon, Tyler, Zoe, and Zeke. Zeke, that's my little guy. My wife, Jessica, and my mother-in-law, Mom Dukes. What it is, baby.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I would love to have you back on the show in the future, man.
Hey, man, invite me, man. I'm going to come.
I love your energy, man.
I'll be practicing a lot, but just let me know in advance. I'll make something happen.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you on sports, man. Like, you know it all, you know what I'm saying? So you collaborate on everything every topic. So that was pretty dope.
Oh, yeah, I follow sports a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I want to give a shout out, like I said, to all my live viewers, the live audience. Shout out to Wifey at home. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my beautiful sisters. Shout out to my friends, Cheese, Jump, Swerve, Joel, man, my team out there. Shout out to Morgan State. I attended a vendor meeting, and I met some really, really great people who I'm going to be working with to, help get my book out with the publishing this year. You know, my book, Guidance Angel, is dropping later this year, and I push it every Monday. So make sure y'all tune in. That Guidance Angel will be available later this year. It's about, young troubled boy, who passed away at a young age, but he's given another chance at life to come back and guide kids like himself, and not just kids, people in general who going through stuff, to guide them in the right direction. So this is going to be a really great series, and part 1 is dropping later this year. So I had so much fun, man. This hour went by quick, man. This is a great show. Bmore Sports Talk, giving it to you, but we will be here next Monday, 7 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in to Bmore Sports Talk, the official podcast of the home team. And with that being said, we will see y'all next week. Love, peace, and blessings.
Holla.
I'm gonna kill these mofos for real. Give me a chance. It was more of a comment, right? They don't date because of past 4.
But anyway, I gave y'all props. That's it. I'm done with y'all. That's it.
Oh, keep it coming. It's not the end. It's not the end. V's a legend. Like.
That's super.
So, I mean, sometimes stuff like that does cause a distraction. So, had him off his game. Like, he knew something was coming out. Like, when he was kicking that ball, something else was going through his head. 16 therapists, accusations, from 2012 to 2016. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, the timing of it, but just for 16. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, obviously.
I was like, who does that? Who does that?
Right, like people.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
Well, let's say names and get sued. Let's tell people names and get sued. Let's tell everybody. Let's just tell the whole damn truth.
Did you used to work down Norman's Moni Love? Did your mama? Did your mama?
Did she drink?